Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is Echo. These are all of the add-ons that have been released this week. Now, I've already done a video on Lycan Forge and Angels and Demons. These were slightly different add-ons that we've seen before. So if you are interested in those add-ons, go and check them out on my channel. Today in this video, I've decided to check out the Split Blocks add-on by Waypoint Studios. But if there's anything else here you want me to check out, leave a comment down below. We're also expecting the Structures plus Biomes add-on created by Mythica Studios to be released. It released last week. They took it down because of some issues. It was supposed to be here this week, but I haven't seen it yet. I do have the video ready for release. This add-on will cost you 990 Minecoins, which is £4.99. This add-on is $6. The description says, this add-on lets you combine two materials into a single block. Perfect for two-toned walls, ceilings, and detailed architecture. Great for modern builds or interiors. It adds depth and variety beyond vanilla blocks. Includes vertical slabs for even more creative freedom. Made by Rafftrack Studio, published by Waypoint Studios. I like the concept. It's a little bit of a different kind of building add-on we haven't technically seen before. A lot of you guys were requesting this, so let's see if it's worth getting. The add-on file size is 8 megabytes. I gave it my best shot. I'm not a builder, but was incredibly impressed with how this add-on works. I think my favorite thing with this add-on is being able to have one block on the outside, but a different outcome on the inside. So I went with like the bricks for the floor, but as for the base, I went with the cobblestone. I also started using the vertical slabs as well. So yeah, the potential within this add-on is definitely there. And if you are a Minecraft builder, this is certainly going to be for you. This is really simple and easy to understand, which is probably why I enjoyed this. Now, once you do have this installed in a new or pre-existing world, you are going to be given a guidebook. This says, welcome to Split Blocks. With this add-on, you can combine various building blocks vertically and horizontally. There are technically 3 ways you can get these blocks. It says you have 3 options to find your split block combinations. Number 1, use the workbench to craft your split block. You are going to need your item plus a clay ball, which is kind of like the glue, and then your second item. This equals horizontally. So as long as you're going across, the outcome will be the exact same depending on the material. Or you can go from top to bottom. So material on the top, clay in the middle, second block type on the bottom. It says this works with the included vanilla blocks. It says 2, scroll through the building blocks tab, search for the split blocks or materials via the text prompt. And then we have vertical slabs, which is made with whatever material you want, and then glass. Orientation does not matter here. I only had one complaint with this add-on, and I think every single block-related add-on should have their own crafting table, especially if you're adding hundreds and hundreds of blocks, because the crafting guide inside of here, like 90% of it is these custom blocks, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So I think there needs to be a better way to do this. And I honestly think a separate crafting table is the way to go. But let's say you wanted to add orange concrete and stone bricks vertically. You can. It's going to be the concrete, the clay ball, which is like the glue, and then the stone bricks, or you can have this horizontally. And that's how it works. So I am a big fan of oak and stone brick. It's some of the most common blocks that a lot of us use in Minecraft, including me. So if I wanted to make this, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 inside of a crafting table. 1 goes there, 1 goes here, and 1 goes there. Now, what happens if I do this the other way around? Does it change? No. So your outcome is actually going to be 2, which makes sense, right? You're putting 2 blocks inside of there. As for the clay, honestly, the only thing I could think of is glue. On that occasion, maybe they could have used, like, slime. But this is what it looks like if you place it down. Let's do the efficiency test. So these are blocks and not entities, by the way. So this is what it's like if you break it with a regular pick. And this is what it's like with efficiency 5. Shout out to the creators for actually including it. So when it comes to placement, it's going to place the stone brick first. But you can actually pick and choose which direction you want this to go. So I'm going to grab another one here. It should go this way. Correct. I'm going to grab a couple more. Power up real quick. And this one should go this way, right? So this is how... Oh, wow. I actually never realized. We actually made a pretty cool design there. But the go-to tool for this, even though half of it's oak and half of it's stone brick, the go-to is going to be a pickaxe. I was super impressed with this. So I was thinking of ways how I would use this design. And for me, it was going to be doors. Like, I was thinking of, like, door designs with these. You know, like your entrance? That's the kind of vibe I got with this. And then you could go ahead and obviously change it like this as well. Honestly, the combinations are endless. And I'm not a builder, but I really appreciated this kind of add-on. So let's say you still wanted the same blocks, but you wanted it to go down rather than across. So same materials. If you open up this and tap on craftable, it's going to show you the options anyway, which is really simple. We're going for this one this time. So again, I was using these as a base and this kind of like on the insides. It just felt like a more warmer environment for me. So like I said, I'll have these as like a floor design like this. Just perfect. What's it like if I put it this way then? That's where... Oh, wait. This is where we could probably start combining them both, right? Try this. This is me just trying to get into building mode here. Not that way. So I would have it that way. Or maybe inwards. Like this. And I kind of don't mind that. So warmer on the inside. We'll then do the same... Is it this way? Nope. Other way. That's the only problem I ever had with this. Is realizing which ways you should or should not place them. I would say the vertical slabs are the only ones with a limitation. And what I mean by that is I don't think there is as many options when it comes to the vertical. But the vertical is made with whatever material you want. Let's say stone brick and glass. And then obviously you have the option of placing these down. You can actually place these perfectly together as well. So we'll grab a couple more. Because I was like, I wonder what it'd be like if we had water. So we'll do another one, another one, another one, and another one. I mean, that's not great. I definitely got it better than this last time. We'll break it with this one. This is the correct tool again. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Perfect. Like this. And then / give @p water bucket. Yeah, look at that. It's honestly genius. I'm a huge fan of this. So that's going to be wrong. So it's going to kind of stick out. But is it wrong? Is it actually wrong? Because you could actually kind of design this a little bit better. I want to put it higher up. Is that the right way? Yeah, there you go. I'm just thinking of the designs, guys. I am just thinking of all of the designs we could potentially do here. I kind of like it, I guess. I can't seem to fit through that little gap, but you get where I'm going with this. As for the rest of the guidebook, it starts to talk about placement, split blocks vertically, and just explains how to do them. I don't need to teach you guys how to place blocks. If you're watching this video, you know how to play Minecraft. In terms of blocks, it says all of these blocks can be crafted into split blocks. That being all kinds of planks like acacia, bamboo. You've got all concrete versions. There is a lot of blocks on offer. I would love to see an expansion because I like obsidian. I think there could be some really cool combinations with that in the future. So when it comes to the actual vertical ones, these are all of the blocks you can use, which I know and you know is not all of the blocks that we have in Minecraft. But I'll go ahead and grab a whole bunch of these and just show you some of the designs. So you've got stone bricks, mossy, cobble, warped, tough. I really like the tough blocks. They were cool. Resin, all kinds of concrete versions. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple more of these. But yeah, there's so many different options. I want to grab a lot of the wood versions. Concrete, it's just a different color. I kind of like these ones. We'll get rid of that one and place this here. So let's see what's like if I place it this way. Can I like make this? Oh, wait, is this the correct tool for this? It is, weirdly. Weirdly. Can we do it this way then? Yeah, look at this. I'm just thinking of just different designs that we could combine together. I'm a huge fan of this. One more. We'll go with these again, I guess. Can you cut these off at the bottom? Kinda. But then I think the way to do this would be to make this slightly bigger. I'm just thinking of like a trough. Hold on, let's break them all. So we'll go with this way. That way? Nope, other way. Okay, so this way. All the way across. We've got bricks. I guess I'll go with another one of these. So standing here does it closer to you. Standing the opposite way does it the other way. And then if I was to give water and did 3 of these, let's see how this works. So we'll go... Oh, I can't. Ah. Yeah, because it's going to try and cross both. And I don't think these can actually be waterlogged, which is a little bit of a shame. I'm going to build myself another house here. Let's have a look at all of the available blocks in creative. If you're looking for them, you can just search for them. Let's see what kind of blocks I would like to work with. We've done concrete. I kind of want the combination of something else. You know what? I like these. But then I think I've already picked the pale. Pale just stands out to me and looks really good. Let's go with like an ender house. I'm just going to do it with endstone bricks and resin. Oh, wow. There's a lot of different options here. If you just search in brick, you're going to find that. If you type in resin, you can kind of narrow it down a little bit because there's nowhere near as many resin blocks. But we could do the stairs as well. We'll grab these. So I've gone with the end versions, but I don't think I want to use this. I think I want to use these kind of blocks. All right, let's see what I can come up with. It's probably going to be somewhat similar to this. So the floor, we're going to have like this, but we're going to make it slightly bigger. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to go 3, 4, and 5. Very similar in design. I love the resin. These blocks just pop together. So then this would look a bit weird, which is where you'd have to deciding which way you wanted this to be. Because I think I would rather have the orange on the inside. The only problem I have is this. The corners. It's the only problem I had with this. But then you could come up with a really cool design like this way, right? So yeah, I think on this side, maybe that's on the front. You have it on the front on this one. I'm kind of going in the opposite way with this. So this would have to go this way again. And again, we're going to have to go this way. So once you start figuring out how it works, that's when you start to have the fun. This way. 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's quite a big window. I want it to be that big. No, I think we're just going to have to make this slightly smaller again. Or have it like that. Okay, so I need to now replicate this on the other side. So 1, 2, 3. Is that right? It is. And then this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back on the inside. Like this. And then what we will do is glass-wise, I'm going to go with orange. So we'll grab the orange. Put these on the inside. Because we've gone with like the... maybe that's too much orange on the inside. We'll go black. Yeah. You could say that on the outside though, but... No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad on the outside. We'll leave that on this side as well. Now, I need to decide how else I would like to do the front. Do we have the orange sticking out a little bit here? Just for a little bit of color. This. And then kind of go back around like that. This feels like legs, and they feel like arms, like by the side of a person. That's the only vibe I could think of. And then I think at the back, we'll just end up closing this up. Very similar to my other house over there. Okay. Let's get some stairs. But what I do want to do is try and interpret some of these. I did a very similar one on the other side. It's not even though, is it? So you'd have to go this way. Yes, like that. It's so cool. Could you use these as like on here? You probably could, but you'd have to place them and then do it that way. Do you see what I mean? You'll probably do it. Then I could kind of use these as like a foundation. So we'll do... I'll leave that like that. This is just me trying, guys. If I don't try with these add-ons, then me relaying the info to you, it doesn't actually turn out to be great info. I have to see how I would use it in my own circumstance. Then I would grab resin stairs, probably, for the sake of this. I mean, this is getting wild now, I guess. I guess it's getting kind of wild. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to interpret both designs into this. This is kind of what I've come up with so far. It's not pretty, but it's just interesting to kind of mess around with a whole set of different blocks that you've never technically had before in Minecraft. This is the kind of creativity I've come up with. Whether it be good or bad, I don't really know. That'll do. And then I would need to get some... I'm going to go with these. Kind of try and level this out a little bit here on top. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess that'll do. Honestly, I'd probably end up changing like one layer of this, I think. Kind of having it like that. But yeah, you guys get the point. There's endless possibilities with all of these blocks. Kind of messed that up a little bit, didn't I? Put that there. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to take these ones out. There we go. I'm just going to call it quits there before this gets even more pathetic. But it's so cool. Let's just clear my inventory. But yeah, I kind of want to have a little bit more of a look at some of the other available blocks inside of this. So the combos, resin and pink. You've got deep slate and mossy. That's nice to see. What else kind of stands out to me? The pale ones are the ones that stand out for me, like a million times. I like the tough ones, though. Let's type in tough. Yeah, I like these. Tough plus the likes of more bricks is good. I think tough plus cobblestone is also pretty good. So, endless possibilities, guys. If you were interested in a building-styled add-on... Oh, my days, what is that? Then, yeah, I would recommend this add-on. I just hope that in the future they add a custom crafting table.